want Bohemian Rhapsody? Yes!
If you love Queen, you'll love the show.
I think it's absolutely magical.
We had the idea for a long time ago, and we had a series of scripts given to us, and Robert De Niro strangely took an interest, which was came completely from left field, and said he was starting a theatrical arm of Tribeca, his film company, and he'd like our musical to be his first thing, so we ended up co-producing it.
The great thing about the musical is that it's not about us directly, it's not biographical, which is an enormous relief to us. The journey of the piece, if you like, is the struggle for a few rebels to find their way towards expressing themselves in their own individual way, and also to rediscovering some seeds from the past which give them some clues as to how they might do that. So it's kind of a journey towards the rediscovery of rock and roll.
We've gone to a set designer, Mark Fisher, who is known for absolutely spectacular and huge scenery for rock and roll tours and stuff. Behind all the technology, there's a story with a heart, but you also get the blow your mind rock and roll aspect to it, which I think is exciting.
And it's ended up being hugely funny, as well as making some points which Ben normally manages to weave into anything he does. And so I think it's a very good mixture of having something to say, having a sort of slightly silly story, but very funny and hopefully uplifting, with tons and tons of hits.
It is funny, and it's also, it has a kind of serious side to it. It has something to say, and I think you better bring your handkerchief as well. I think there's some moments where you'll feel something rather sad and feel something rather personal.
Brian and myself are very hands-on. We're quite protective of it. And we're very aware of the fact that we don't want it to become too typical. We don't want musical theatre, which to me is sort of death, because to be perfectly honest, a musical is a genre that I sort of personally loathe. And I just don't like the musicals I've seen. They always seem totally ridiculous when I was a kid, and there's people suddenly bursting into song all over the place.
I was familiar with Queen material as a child, but never really knew the vast catalog of songs that they had. And once I started learning the role and singing what Freddie Mercury sung, I had no idea, and my respect level went through the roof, because this guy sang stuff that it didn't amaze me why it was so hard to cast this role. It was one of those in the right place at the right time moments, and a huge privilege to be a part of.
Very often we've made very small changes to the lyrics, and sometimes none at all. And somehow they just seem to fit the story incredibly well. Now, this isn't an accident. We've moulded the story around the songs, and we've moulded the songs around the story. It's not just like, let's sling some songs into a story at all. It's very much, I guess we always took our work pretty seriously. So this is a genuine attempt, if you like, to make something which will stand for the rest of time as a musical, and perhaps some people in the future will forget that these songs ever had a life elsewhere. I don't know.
My game of love has just begun. Love runs from my head down to your toes. My love is pumping through your veins.
response has been absolutely amazing, and I think dumbfounds all of us. We have been open since middle of May and have had standing ovations every single night. Now, from what I understand, being an American, coming over here, and British audiences are much more subdued and more sort of respectful, and oh, that was very nice, did you enjoy that? Okay, let's go get a drink kind of audience. And these people have found that when they come into the Dominion Theatre at Tottenham Court Road, they are here to have a good time, and it turns into a rock show. And I think it's a very freeing thing for that audience because they're not sort of bound by the rules of the old sort of theater.
Stardust and method I'll fly through. By flash and thunder, fire, and I'll survive. Then I'll defy the laws of nature and come out alive. Then I'll get you. Come give you short and shady senators. Get up and good, leave out that evil cries. I challenge the mighty Titan and his criminals. And with a smile, I'll take you to the seven seas of
We Will Rock You will, give you a time that is unlike any theatrical experience you've ever experienced.
Here's one night.